On this channel, we believe two things. Cheaper is always better and more views means better quality. Today I found a bunch of viral recipes to test out, each getting more views as we go, but they all share one commonality of costing less than Alexander Hamilton. We'll judge them based on whether I make these regularly, never, or occasionally.
Do you drink regularly or occasionally?
I drink occasionally, but the occasions comes regularly.
This is the end. Ever went viral was with 10 million views, stick of butter rice. So we're gonna make stick of butter rice and chicken.
Here we go. Literally perfect.
Everything will be layering in this baking dish. 2 cups of rice, a whole can of onion soup, 2 cans of beef consomme. I only have 1 can, but I have some birria consomme left over from our rap video. Smell like gravy. Whole cup of chopped mushroom. The most important, 1 stick of butter. I'm just gonna sprinkle it. You gotta make connections with your ingredients. Feel all that chemicals. The lady also just threw entire pieces of chicken on top. Kind of a risky move. So it's pretty good. 400 for 30 minutes. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of things going on right now. However, the chicken breast is absolutely raw. Oh, it is not. What she did now is like put it back in the oven to get the top nice and crispy. Since we're doing that already, why not just add a layer of cheese, you know? I don't have shredded cheese in my house anymore, so I'm gonna chop up some string cheese and put it on top. Semi-even layer. It looks AI generated, not in a good way. Looks like a skin infection, smells like a cheesy pizza. Fluff the rice a bit. Oh, nice. Nice and soupy. First bite, mushroom and rice. First thing, cut into the chicken. I mean, we pretty much steamed this piece of chicken. I was expecting like a cardboard. Mushroom and rice. You can taste 3 different kinds of soup here, working together, flavoring the rice. And the chicken is surprisingly tender. In terms of the easiness and delicious ratio, might be the highest we've ever attempted. I'll definitely be adopting this in my daily routine. This next one also have about 10 million views on YouTube, coming from one of my favorite channels of all time. These British chefs really taking the online culinary education to another level here. We don't want the cabbage to be too small, just at a proper size to fit into our stainless steel. Oh, okay, nice color, but it's exploding a lot. That's just the pain of good food. At this point, we're gonna add in a little bit of butter just to get that whey flavor into the cabbage, and a little bit of water just to make sure the butter doesn't burn, turn it into a nice smooth sauce that we can braise the cabbage in. Butter's looking pretty smooth, and on the lid, into a low temperature oven at 260, we're gonna braise it for 1 hour and 25 minutes. Great caramelization. Feels very tender. Whoa, a little bit of crispiness. The cabbage got so sweet. Like all the natural sugar got brought out by this slow braising process. And the craziest thing is, it's actually like holding itself together. Fallow did a perfect job explaining why it tastes so good, so I don't want to mess it up. So I'm gonna roll the clip for you.
When you cook it low and slow, it doesn't go to mush. The leaves just slowly go translucent and tender, but it still has so much sweetness.
As you guys know, I love every vegetable in the Brassica family, so I'd definitely be making this on a regular basis. So during my research before filming, I remember this video being 11 million views, which is incredibly impressive for an ASMR video of frankly a pretty basic recipe. And as I'm editing, I realized this ain't an 11 million view video, it has 11 million likes. The actual view count is more than 140 mil. I'm in the wrong niche, bro. From now on, it's ASMR Canoe. Before we make the stylistic change, let's make these tacos entirely on Maiden's carbon steel griddle. It stretches across 2 burners so the onion actually gets room to sear. The beef will get plenty of color because of the even heat distribution. It came pre-seasoned, so it was non-stick right out of the box. It only gets better the more I cook on it. Maiden builds professional quality cookware for home cooks, the same stuff professional chefs use in over 4,000 top restaurants and about 1.4 million home kitchens. It's heat save up to 1200 over a live fire outside as it does on my stove. It allows so much freedom on the stovetop, like how it can push the fillings to one side and stuff the tacos on the other. No crowding with pans. Carbon steel is naturally non-stick with 0 coatings, no weird chemicals leaking into your food, just steel and seasoning oil. If you want to check out the carbon steel griddle and my other favorite cookware from Maiden, use the link in my description to save on your order. Hey guys, it's Future Canoe. Today we have these crispy beef tacos with cheese on the inside. side. You like it? Hear this crunch. Wait, the microphone's over here. Oh. Alright, that one's way too hot. This one. Hear this crunch. So cheesy. Let's give it a taste and rate 1 through 10. I love taco seasoning, but it's just a little oily to get it as crispy as it is right now. So I only make this occasionally, but it is a really delicious dish. Chef D has invented a new way of making McGriddle. She adds actual blueberries into the pancake and on top of it. Also, that ring mold is so interesting. It looks like some type of homemade aluminum ring to hold everything in place. So I'm gonna try to make one as well because the actual ring mold is pretty expensive. Also, my annoying roommate took it, never returned it to me. Are these too small? Or ring molds? She put in 3 blueberries with each pancake. And on the side, she kind of just fried up some straight up blueberries. I see a little bit of brownie on the bottom, so try to give it a flip. Whoop. Nice. Another 2 minutes or so. All right, I think it's time to attempt to take the mold off. Okay, not the worst. This one might be tough, so it didn't spray the oil. Okay, it's all right. Get the pancake away from the egg. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. My pancake touching the egg. Ah! Doing some plastic surgery to keep it together. Just like how my sister treats life. Awesome. 1 layer of pancake, pieces of cooked bacon. Put it on top. Her idea, not mine. Well, I mean, people do eat cheese with fruit, so finally, our McGriddle is complete. This blueberry has melted into the cheese. Drizzle it with honey or maple syrup. Looks not bad. We got syrup, blueberry jam, bacon, egg yolk, and pancake. This is the all-American breakfast. It tastes like when you order sunny side up on the side with blueberry pancakes, and that last little bite, you just get too lazy and take the whole by yourself. I would never combine these flavors ever again. You know, it's interesting to try.
1 pan, 1 spoon, and dinner ready in 20 minutes.
Not only is it under $10, there's also the promise of being done under 20 minutes. So we're gonna put that to the test as well. It's now 1:06. I'm gonna start the timer now. I'll have the vegetables done. Take some ground beef, move on to the pan. It's been less than 4 minutes. Hot pan. We'll add in our tallow. Want to get it really, really hot. About a pound of ground beef. Once it's minced and the center is dry, and the onions, saute that in for a little bit. Give it like another 2 minutes. Let's check on the time. 1:19. So it's been 9 minutes. Once the onions wilted, some tomato paste. Just really quick to cook off that raw tomato flavor. Got some nice color. Put in all the tomatoes, juice and everything. A lot of salt, pepper, chili powder, coriander, cumin, garam masala. He didn't put it in the video, but I just love Kashmiri. As soon as you start folding in the spice, you can just smell everything coming together. Now we turn the heat on medium-low. Put on a lid, let it stew itself for 15 minutes. The tomato's gonna release a lot of the juice. That's gonna cook the rest of the dish. Serving it with some rice. I've discovered a great invention, minute rice. Like you put it in boiling water, you don't even need to boil it. Like close the lid for 5 minutes, it's done. Look at this, it's really fluffy and stuff. This is gonna change my life. All right, 1:45. A little bit less than 30 minutes, but you know, it's still great timing. Oh yeah. A great weeknight dinner, high protein, a lot of vegetables, high fiber, done within 30 minutes. Let's give it a taste. It almost tastes like a better version of the taco seasoning, and everything combined in there just works really well with each other. This just only to prove that Andy never misses. Delicious, easy to make. I'll definitely be making this on a regular basis. This was the recipe of summer back in 2023. I'm surprised I haven't tried to recreate it yet. The first step to making this posay, just like the current NBA, is getting zesty with it.
I bet I can black your balls. You nasty. Oh my God. It actually went in. Period.
To make it artistic, we want to use the lemon as the little bowl. We want to make a little cut at the end, fish the flesh out. Kind of a difficult step. That step literally took so long. Look how much juice we lost. Save these little bowls for later and start flusing. A whole cup of heavy cream, and then we're gonna boil it with our lemon zest. If you ask, isn't the acidity from the lemon gonna curdle it? This is the beautiful thing about nature. So every fruit's pH is very balanced. So the zest of a lemon is extremely alkaline. So you can put it on fish, cure salmon. We use lemon zest to give it that flavor. And then the flesh of the lemon is very acidic. So if you eat a whole lemon like a camel, your body pH stays the same.
I love snacks. Give me that. Thank you. What the
Once it's bubbling lightly on the side, sugar in, dissolve in it, heat off, lemon juice in, stir, and it should start thickening immediately. Pouring the liquid back into the lemons, chill for at least 2 hours. You already know what's gonna happen. A beautiful passe. No crunch, but alright. We're drinking heavy cream and sugar under the disguise of lemon zest. Emily Mariko is famous for her simple recipes and wholesome lifestyle shown on TikTok. This is her most famous recipe that blew her account up. It's a piece of leftover salmon. Yeah, I just happened to have a whole piece of salmon untouched sitting in the fridge. Definitely not because I purposely cooked it yesterday for this video or anything. Cover it with rice, put it in the microwave with 1 single ice cube on top to prevent it from turning back into a live fish. Topping with soy sauce, sriracha, agavasangkip mayo. This is why TikTok confuses me, because according to these online speculations, this is what made her famous. I choose to believe that. It has nothing to do with how pretty she is or anything. It's the beauty of this bowl of mess. If Future Canoe made it with my ugly ass face over it, the internet would show me the same affection. But anyways, it tastes good. I don't like salmon that much, so I'll only do it occasionally. Didn't tell us the seasoning, so I assume salt, pepper, garlic, paprika. That's the default Future Canoe seasoning. Everything takes place in this one pan. More butter on the pan, onions, garlic. Want to scrape the food drippings off. That's where all the chicken flavor is. I have to say, this is actually one-pot recipe. I feel like I've been having like chicken-based carb with onions a lot today. It tastes exactly like a TikTok recipe. It's really basic. There's not much going on there. But you know, I eat it if somebody make it for me for dinner. So maybe occasionally for this one. I've never been able to succeed at achieving the squeezable roast garlic. I almost feel like they're all gatekeeping a new species of garlic for me. If this time it doesn't work out, I'm calling bullshit. A moment of truth to see if the garlic have become squeezable. Not as much color as I want. Like this part got a little browned up. Oh, we got something. It's squeezing. That's good. That is hot, yo. Okay, best attempt so far. All right, these feels a little bit hard. But what about this shallot? How in the video, she kind of like squeezed the shallot into it and it immediately turned into a paste. I highly suspect she like blended it a little bit or at least chopped them up, because this is never gonna turn into a real paste. Like, how? I might have to whip out the food processor. Now we're talking. Loading up. I feel like my house smells straight up like garlic. I don't even smell it anymore. It has become part of me. I almost feel like it needs some oil. One last layer of mozzarella. This is some low quality mozzarella, bro. They really took the word shredded too literally. 400 degrees oven, or you can broil it, whatever you want. I want the bottom to be a little crispy too. So for 8 to 10 minutes. What's that? 2022 called and wants his viral recipe back. Let's give it a taste and rate 1 through 10 then. That section looks great. I literally have never had so much garlic in my mouth all at once. An interesting new experience. It tastes phenomenal, but in terms of making it, I think the steps are a little complicated and not really a healthy dinner per se. So I'll make it on the occasion.
Someday, I wanna lay.
Not just after the gym, it's after 8 gym. I'll take a sweet potato, cut it in half. Should get the cutting board. I was trying to be lazy. On the sweet potato, some oil, salt, pepper. Let it face downward into a 400-degree oven for 45 minutes. Okay, the sweet potato is done in about 40 minutes. It's actually looking really beautiful. Slowly lay them down, mash them up like that. I love how it gets a little caramelized at the edge. While it's still hot, we'll do some shredded cheese. Hand shredded cheese. Press that in so that it gets melty. And I ran out of ground beef, so I'm gonna just cut into this piece of New York strip I air fried. If it comes out to be well done, please don't judge me. Yeah, it's not too bad. Pico de gallo, love the color it adds. Some pickled jalapeno, half an avocado. It feels very, how do I say it? Suburban? I think that's the right word. This takes some skills because like we gotta take one bite with everything that's involved in this. We're gonna make sure we got some cheese, sweet potato, pico de gallo, and then stab it through a piece of steak. Post-gym bowl. I think the only seasoning we used in this whole bowl was salt and pepper, but it tastes so flavorful. It reminds me of a Chipotle bowl. As all of you guys know, I don't like sweetness in my food. So I think if we switched it to like a Yukon Gold baked potato, this will be even better. I'll definitely be making this on a daily basis. As soon as I opened the comment section for this video, I saw a bunch of people saying the word recipe. I knew this is one of those creators that gatekeeps for engagement, which hustle I do respect. Nothing wrong with that. Probably part of the reason why this video has a whopping 91 million views. I ran a baking dish in the house, so we're gonna just use a single pot. Since this recipe is called a 1-pot caramelized onion pasta, starting with a base of sliced onion, seasoned with salt, paprika, oregano, tomato paste, squirt, olive oil. Give it a quick mix. A whole head of garlic, salt, oil on top. When did roast garlic become a staple to viral cooking recipes? 400 for an hour. Okay, the caramelization is alright. I'm not sure if you stir it, but I'm too lazy to go to a second digital location, so let's do what I do best and wing it. I'm not gonna risk my hand for, making roast garlic is kind of fun. At this point, we should just cook it on the stove. I'm gonna put it back in the oven for another 20 minutes, just like leaving it exposed, and we'll move on with the mixing. More caramelization all over. We'll add in parsley, coconut milk, cheese. Great. Somebody needs to invent a kitchen gadget that let you zest things without hurting your hand. Drop in the pasta. So by the way, the girl prided this recipe on being a 1-pot dish. We just used a second pot to cook the pasta, just saying. Okay, it smells absolutely amazing. Although the coconut flavor is kind of tripping me off. We're making a tomato sauce or pina colada. Look at this. It's quite beautiful. Give it a taste and rate 1 through 10. All the flavors are working out, except for the coconut milk. This weird tropical hint kind of haunts me. I'll definitely make this on a regular basis, but with heavy cream instead of coconut. Might just seem like a regular simple potato soup, but this one surprisingly has the most steps and a lot of baking. Potatoes at 400 for an hour, once again with the Yukon Gold. It has so much natural sweetness and butteriness to it. It smells so good, it's kind of hard to not eat it right now. With the potatoes ready, I also prepared some bacon, and with the bacon fat, we'll pour a little bit of that. We'll start sauteing some shallots, some onion, garlic powder. In the video, they made a roux, which I'm reluctant to do because potato is literally one of the best thickening agents for soups. crush up some bacon into it and our potatoes. I guess the roux is because we're not blending the potatoes, we're only simmering it. But still, a lot of starch is going to be released. Let's see how it actually turns out later. We'll leave it on simmer for 15 minutes. After simmering, I also let it sit on the stovetop for a little bit just to stew itself. It got a lot thicker. I actually really like this consistency. Final couple pieces of bacon. How many calories is in this? I don't want to know. That is so rich. We need a lot more salt to counterbalance this. I mean, it tastes amazing, but I think I have one more sip. I'm done for the day. I'll probably never make it again, honestly. But if you want to try it, it's a good experiment.